Well, dozens of Piedmont residents showed up in droves for tonight's Planning Commission meeting, and their message for commissioners was that they don't want wind turbines anywhere near their property. Hi, I'm Ben Felder, News Director of the Piedmont Citizen, and commissioners seemed to hear that message loud and clear as they unanimously voted down a proposed ordinance that would have allowed for the construction of 600-foot tall wind turbines inside the city limits of Piedmont. One of the largest crowds ever for a Planning Commission meeting showed up at City Hall tonight, and the packed room was full of many people that addressed the commissioners to say that they didn't want wind turbines inside the city limits. Leading that charge against the wind turbines was Mayor Valerie Thomerson, who was the first to speak and said that she was speaking as both a mayor and a resident of Piedmont, and saying that she did not feel that wind turbines were appropriate for Piedmont.
Is pretty succinctly, we do not want commercial wind generators in Piedmont.
Now, there were some residents that spoke in favor of wind turbines that mostly included property owners where leases have already been signed to allow for the construction of wind turbines. Officials from Apex Wind Energy, which is the company proposing a $500 million wind farm, also spoke in favor of the project. Kent Doherty, a project manager with Apex, said that many of the claims made by citizens were not based on fact, and that his wind farm project would actually bring millions of dollars in potential revenue for the area.
We have projected significant tax revenue to local jurisdictions totaling $3.1 million annually, $3.1 million annually over the life of the project. The Piedmont School District is currently estimated to receive an average of $403,000 again annually over the life of the project.
Now, after a nearly hour-long public comments time, the Planning Commission finally took up the task of reviewing the ordinance. Now, Community Development Director Wade Harden actually gave a presentation outlining what was included in the ordinance. However, at the end of his presentation, he said that city staff was recommending that the ordinance not be approved. He said that the ordinance took care of some issues, such as shadow flicker and lighting from the tower at night, but that there were several other concerns, including health and safety factors, that the ordinance just could not protect against. Commissioners, one by one, went through and offered comments, some saying that they were in favor of wind energy, but that just now was not the right time to bring wind turbines to Piedmont. Now, the commissioners voted unanimously to go ahead and reject the ordinance, officially killing it for right now, unless it's brought back up on a future agenda for the Planning Commission. Well, for the Piedmont Citizen and PiedmontDaily.com, I'm Ben Felder. Be sure to check in this week's edition of the Piedmont Citizen for more coverage from Monday's Planning Commission meeting.